Welcome back. In today's list we will see 10 images that everyone would say were edited modified by Photoshop, but even if it seems amazing, none of the images you see below were modified in any way, they just came out. So here are 10 images that look made by Photoshop. Number 10, drawing. Which is the first thing you think of when you see this photograph. It looks like a drawing of a tree. It is not like that. It is not, believe it or not. This is a photograph of a dry river in a Mexican desert taken from an airplane by photographers from National Geographic. This phenomenon occurs when rivers dry up abruptly. If you don't believe me, look it up on Google. Number 9, human animal. What is the first thing you think of when you see this image? Is it a human? An eagle? It seems that the eagle had arms and was taking a photo, but it is nothing more than an optical effect of an image taken in the Empire State Building. Number 8, two-headed rhino. If this is the first time you see this photo, you will surely think that this is just a trick to make this rhino appear to have two heads, or else. You might think that this animal is a phenomenon of nature and that it was born this way, but neither of them is correct. This is a case of a photograph that was taken at the right moment. If you pay more attention to the photo, you will realize that they are two rhinos, one behind the other. Number 7, the transparent house. This house appears to be transparent and it seems that they are just a bunch of floating boards, but if you look closely, you will realize that the boards are not really floating. In the parts where there seems to be nothing, there are mirrors which reflect everything that is around, causing the illusion that this house was really transparent. Number 6, the ghost car. At first glance, you will think that this image was only added to the model of a car made by computer. Actually, the car, if it is there, these are sculptures made of wire that an artist named Benedict Batcliffe places on the street, making people think that what they are seeing is not real. Number 5, giant arm. No one would think that someone could have this very asymmetrical body, and most of us will think that this is an edited image. But, actually, this arm wrestling champion, if he has only one of his arms this size, while the rest of his body is normal size, he was born with a defect that makes his right arm 33% larger than the rest of his body, giving him a great advantage in his profession. Number 4, extreme acrobats. When you see this photograph, you will swear that it is Photoshop, since nobody is crazy enough to do this. No, you are wrong. This young man and many others have a group called Mustang Wanted, which travel the world taking these daring photographs without any protective equipment or safety harnesses. Number 3, the giant duckling. This would seem to be a joke from someone who took his duckling out of the bathtub and edited it in the image to make it look giant, but this is a real sculpture that measures little more than 30 meters and is placed in different lakes around the world, making them look like the bathtub of a giant. Number 2, ghost tsunami. This photograph seems to be taken from a science fiction movie, but what you are really seeing is not a giant wave, but a strange phenomenon that occurs very rarely in the world, where the mist and steam aided by the wind currents take these forms, which seem to be taken from the end of the world. Number 1, clones. That you think when you see this image, it seems that the legs and the arms were edited and that we are actually seeing a single man copied and pasted, but in reality all the posts and faces that you see in the photograph are real and belong to the Chinese army, who are known as the most coordinated army when it comes to marching. This is all for today's list. We're going to the next one.